Hello friends. Today you guys are going to be watching a vlog, specifically one of the two videos from my Europe series. This is the first video in the series, which is going to be the Berlin vlog. And let me just tell you, this trip was extremely chaotic. So the footage is very chaotic, and to make matters worse, I deleted all of the footage off my camera. But the good news is that I took a majority of the footage on my phone, so we still have all of that. But that's okay, I'm going to like narrate in the first part of this video like this, and then you guys can enjoy the vlog. Long story short, me and two of my best friends from college decided to go to Europe this summer. We were traveling from the end of May into the beginning of June, and we originally intended to go to Berlin, Madrid, and Mallorca, but we ended up going to Portugal, France, Berlin, Madrid, and Mallorca. And let me tell you how. It is May 29th, and me, Addie, and Maya are going to Newark, New Jersey to fly out of there because we were supposed to go from Newark to Lisbon to Berlin through this airline called TAP Portugal. So we arrived at the airport in plenty of time, smooth sailing. But when we get to our gate, we figured out that they had actually delayed our flight 2.5 hours because they messed up their calculations. Apparently, all of the flight crew are entitled to have a 24-hour off period in between flights. So in order to meet that, they had to wait till, I think it was like 1:30 or 2:30 a.m. until they were technically allowed to fly us out. So because of this 2.5 hour delay, we were going to miss our layover. I think our layover was only like 2 hours to begin with. So we arrived in Lisbon. We immediately went to the reception desk and tried to get the next available flight out of Lisbon to Berlin, but they didn't have any available till the next morning, so we were stuck in Lisbon for the night. We ended up exploring Lisbon because we turned our 3-destination trip into 4, and it was really fun. I was really proud of us for making the most of the situation. They also treated us to free dinner, airport meal and snack vouchers, and a free hotel, so can't do much complaining. Also, I know this now, I didn't know this during the trip, but we ended up getting a full refund on those tickets and extra compensation because I guess what they did fell under some policy where we're entitled to some form of compensation. It really ended up turning out the best way possible, but let's just continue. We just did a McDonald's run and we're gonna go by the water. That's about it. Crazy Tuesday. And we got... You're not recording. What the fuck? Julia is about to try potato sauce. Okay, so they have this different dipping sauce. It's called potato sauce, and I'm gonna be trying it while we walk to the water. Stand by. Thoughts? Tastes like tartar sauce. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Honestly, I kind of like it. We finished our night in Lisbon. Our flight out the next morning is super early. I think it was like 8 a.m. on the dot. So we wake up early, we get about 2 hours of sleep. We're exhausted because we decided to explore Lisbon the night before. And it was totally worth it, but we're all extremely sleep deprived. We show up to the airport super early in the morning, go through security, not an issue, sitting at our gate over an hour in advance. And something about European airports is that they're not nearly as forgiving as American airports, because at least in America, if they're looking for you for your flight, they'll call you over the intercom. The time frame where they close the gates is a lot closer to the actual takeoff time than it is in Europe. We were sitting at the gate. Me and Addie were like, okay, like let's stretch our legs. We're just gonna go walk to McDonald's and see what they have. So we walked to McDonald's at maybe like 7:20. We're waiting in line. We decide to get a drink and a snack. Maya starts texting us around 7:30 something and is like, hey, like y'all are gonna wanna get back here like ASAP. It looks like the line's moving pretty quickly. So then Addie and I grab our food. We start running. We're running. I personally did not think much of it. I was like, oh, this is just kind of like a funny little thing. Like we're gonna make it just fine though. No. We show up to our gate. It's probably like 7:35 and the lady at the reception desk is like, sorry, the gate's closed. We were in disbelief. Addie actually almost passed out and we were joking about that later because we were like, imagine if you just like passed out on the flight attendant. Anyway, it was not funny in the moment. It was a very expensive mistake, but the lady was like, didn't you see at the bottom of your ticket? It says that you need to board 30 minutes in advance. Well, when I look at the bottom of my ticket, in the most fine print, written in Portuguese first, it says, must board plane 30 minutes before flight takes off. We did not know that. Nobody told us about that. It was just a really stupid mistake. But anyways, we look at the guy that's standing in front of the gate. The gate is still fully open, by the way. Like, it is not physically closed. The lady was just telling us it's closed and she can't let us through. We were begging at this point. She did not care. She looked back at the guy. The guy looked at her. He swiped his card while like locking eyes with us, clicked the button, the gate just closes right in front of our faces. That was a moment for sure. We had to go to the reception desk yet again and book flights, but we didn't end up booking them through the same airline because they were going to be really expensive. We ended up booking them through Air France, and the reason why they were cheaper was because there was a connecting flight in France to Berlin.
I literally like, you cannot make this up. 300, baby. But Okay, well,
Why is that coming good?
That's good.
that is worth $300.
Yeah, that's a $300 macaron. So we booked these tickets. They were like $300. It was a really expensive mistake. That's why we were making all of the jokes about like the $300 macaron that I had. This flight wasn't taking off for another 7 or 8 hours, I want to say. We were in the airport like all day. Mind you, we had not slept at all that day. I was exhausted. We were literally sleeping on any surface in the airport possible because we were just so tired. We're going to get our suitcases now that did in fact not leave the airport and will not be...
We didn't leave the airport.
They will not be meeting us in Berlin, so we have to go get them. And we're now flying Air France.
And we're going to Paris.
We're going to Paris! Woo!
For 2 hours.
We're gonna get into Berlin later tonight.
That's literally crazy. Like, okay, just imagine sitting at the gate and still missing your flight.
I was there. I saw it happen. I saw them close the gate.
I like prayed.
I don't know why you did it.
Secured our suitcases. Finally, the time rolls around where our Air France flight is about to take off, and they start announcing that there's delays. So our flight's delayed 20 minutes as of now, and we have like, what, less than an hour layover?
We have 55 minutes.
It's okay. It's gonna be fine. So first it started at a 20-minute delay. Then it started creeping up on 30, 40 minutes. Then we're sitting on the plane and we're just sitting on the tarmac, not going anywhere. Mind you, our layover was already going to be extremely tight. It was only like an hour. And in this time that they delayed the flight and that we were sitting on the tarmac, we basically used up our entire hour. We land in France. We are told that we still have a chance to make this flight. We're running through the airport, and sure enough, we missed our flight. And it was crazy because they told us that 90 people on the flight that we were on were also trying to make these super tight connections. So I don't know if we just had really bad luck, but it seems that European airlines are just terrible with timeliness. But anyway, only one person made it onto that connecting flight from the flight that we were on, and that was a man that had a business class seat. So money does nice things for you. That's all I can say. But we missed our flight. We were stuck in France for the night. This one wasn't as exciting as Lisbon because we were actually like in Lisbon where the hotel is located. This hotel in France was literally right next to the airport, and the airport's about a 50-minute drive away from Paris. So that's obviously where we would have wanted to go, but that just was not feasible because by the time we got to our hotel, it was like 10:30 p.m. And we were like, you know what? We have an early flight tomorrow morning. Let's just get some sleep. So we slept, wake up the next morning, get on our flight, go to Berlin. We made it, finally.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. It's like deja vu.
Good morning, Berlin. We are not in Berlin yet again.
Okay, so with my breakfast, I got brie, and the bread is so good. The brie's a little cold, but that's okay. That's literally insane.
Morning, Berlin. We're here.
Guys, I thought I lost my phone. I couldn't open up the door. We've been trying to open the door for like 15 minutes, but we figured it out and we're here. We made it. We made it.
Life is good.
Oh, that's so good.
We just got ticketed.
No.
We just committed a crime, apparently.
Now we know.
Now we know. We need these. We just ran. I can't even get into it. I can't even get into it. Day 2. Hoping for a better day.
Berlin's gonna love us today.
Berlin is gonna love us today.
Manifesting love.
Drop it on the subway floor.
I don't care. It's mine. March away. Yes. Show me your cucumber. No. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
Berlin.
Welcome to day 3 in Berlin.
It's actually not morning. It's actually afternoon.
It is like almost 4 p.m.
3:40. It's 3:50.
We're going out for the first time today. Here's our bus. So we just got food delivery.
Yay!
New German menu. Chai latte?
So that's